the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Yeah, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with the entire gang. It is Friday, and I'd almost forgotten again. Father's Day weekend.
And it's Friday the 13th.
You just had to go there, didn't you? I was going to ignore that whole little thing there about it being the 13th.
Yeah.
But no, Odie had to go there. Do y'all really believe all that? You ever had any broom troubles during this?
No, I don't know. I never really thought about it. I think nurses and stuff like that swear. Yeah. Is it Friday the 13th or full moons? Or
it's almost both, ain't it?
Okay.
Well, Friday the 13th, real quick. And that's where the Muslims and the Masons and the Knights Templar got in a big fight. And the Knights Templar got real rich. And King Henry VII didn't like the fact that they were real rich. So the king wanted to get away and do away with the Knights Templar. So he sent a secret message out to have all Knights Templar killed. And that was done in 1307 on Friday, October the 13th. And that's how Friday the 13th got a bad omen.
I thought it was just some witches that they were getting up to Salem.
It has nothing to do with all that. Y'all stick with me and I'll tell you the true history of everything. 1307.
You ever heard that?
Friday, October the 13th.
I have not.
Yeah, seriously, that was news to me. I've never heard that.
It's a little bit longer story, but that was a real quick one. Boom. No, that's not when Christ was crucified.
Huh?
That had nothing to do with, somebody said that was when Christ was crucified.
Friday the 13th.
That is not at all it.
I've just really never researched anything about it other than it being some bad luck. So, what do you call her, Marie Laveau type stuff?
Yeah,
down in Louisiana.
I've been to some of that. Just curiosity.
There you go. There, boy, it's Friday as we take off into this weekend. As we mentioned a moment ago, big things going on in Iran this morning as they had drones come in and were attacked last night from Israel. Israel has taken a strike on them to stop making nuclear weapons, is what that was all about. If you're wondering why they were attacked, it was to stop it. Donald, as I mentioned a while ago, said that a few of them won't be at the negotiating table come Sunday.
I might have to start this process over again. New members are coming.
That's exactly what happened there. As we begin another day, Friday is here. What do you have? Do we have any big events this weekend that you're aware of?
I should know that, shouldn't I?
You should know that.
I don't know.
Like last night, we'll show you some pictures.
Let me look at the community calendar.
The Touch a Truck program.
Huh?
Yeah, one of them.
That's as bad as trying to talk about those folks over there in Englanders.
Yeah, those Englanders.
Yeah. How do you say it?
English?
Oh, look at her trying to simplify things.
I mean,
well, like Meridianites, and they put that ites
so
on
Englander, that's English, I think.
Londonites, I guess you could call them that.
Londoners.
I'm telling you, Ernest T. Bass said they was Englanders.
It makes more sense calling them that.
I'm sorry, y'all going to give me about 10 minutes to get.
You ain't had enough coffee yet, have you?
Just woke up.
I did make a mistake yesterday morning. Well, it wasn't a mistake. We just didn't have all the information. The Air India, the flight that took off that crashed, 248 souls were on it. And we assume that there's been one person. Can y'all believe one?
Live?
Can you imagine? Yes. Can you imagine being that person, being able to tell the story?
I would love to know where they were sitting.
Yeah, I would too.
He was sitting beside an emergency exit. I do know that.
Okay.
That's serious. And let me get to that since I brought that up. Let's go to, if I can find it, Otis. And I hadn't been able to do that just yet. Well, I got it here. We're going to go. Here we go. Let's go to the Meridian Airport as we talk about airports and what's going on there. This was a big story there. Yesterday, let's back this up so you can see this here plane. You see that right there? That's what we're looking at.
Can't park there.
We had landing gear, a failure with the landing gear as the plane came down and it done a nosedive. Now, fortunately, no one was injured out there.
That's good.
That's real good, but that did happen. How many times do we hear in-flight emergency
And we run out there and
nothing to it?
Yeah.
This time we didn't hear anything, and there was something to it.
Yeah.
And I was asking Odie. I said, Odie, how did that happen? And nobody knew. And I guess you're kind of right on what you told me. You could be landing and then find out.
yeah.
Yep.
You didn't know you had an emergency till you hit the runway.
You hit it.
Yeah.
Man,
But we are getting a lot of people coming up saying that old fella was in seat 11A.
Okay.
So I guess that'd be up towards the front. We always thought being in the rear of the plane was your safest, but 11.
Well, he might have just been lucky. Or he might.
Need to go to the
Somebody might
facility.
have a plan for him.
Yep. That's a
you
good
go.
way to put it. But seat 11A, maybe 11 is the lucky number of today. Yeah. Y'all stay away from.
That's my shoe size.
That's your shoe size?
No, not exactly. Sometimes.
Whoa. What do you mean, not exactly?
I mean, it depends.
It
They run
means she can
different.
fit in 11, but they're tight.
That is not true. That is not true.
Throw that hoof up on the table. It's pretty big. That's a big foot for a woman.
You know, they got some shoes for you
I'm
down there at
tall.
Sloot.
Yeah.
Or at Meridian.
Well, you got to
footwear.
special order them. They got 3 cobblers working to build them. Kind of like the folks.
Don't go nowhere with Greg. Over this past week, I've walked out with 6 pairs of shoes.
Golly.
I bought 5. I mean, I like
seen it?
That is a
No, I haven't
nice
been down
place.
there.
Look, everybody, y'all go down there.
That's
We're talking $20,
the
$30, $40 for
nicest
some
people.
boots. I mean, for some shoes.
Yeah, $160 shoes for $20, $30, $40. I bought
Yeah.
shoes that didn't even fit. So, I mean, you know.
Just because it was a good deal.
That's right. It's because it was a good deal.
And this is stuff made right here in Meridian, not shipped in from somewhere
That's
else.
right.
This
You're
is made
helping
right
folks
here.
that live and work right here.
I might have ended up with a pair yesterday also.
Oh, after
Just
he
one?
dogged us.
Well, it was tempting. I got a pair of those leather. Boy, they're comfortable.
Yeah, I wore them last night, too.
They are.
I'm interested to see them. You got them on right now?
No.
You didn't like them that much.
Ooh, listen at her.
I mean,
I didn't want to scuff my
Well,
new Sunday school.
These were the ones that you tie, and he couldn't bend down to get them.
Y'all, y'all
okay.
don't know because I had to sit down and try it on, and I thought I was going to have to call an Al Bundy to help me tie them. Boy, that's tough.
I got slip-ons.
Slip on.
Yeah.
Have you found that problem, bending over, tying shoes being a problem?
Hadn't gotten there yet.
Listen to that.
I'm sure one day I will.
Okay, we're
I'll let you know
just
when I
checking.
do.
Just checking.
Greg said all you have to do is take a deep breath and hold it before you bend down. And you got to hurry, though.
I don't have a lot. My tennis shoes are laced, but outside of that, I don't think I have a lot of lace shoes.
I've heard tell that if you got one of that, because most of my stuff is boots and things like that, or slip on to where you don't have to do that.
They got boots, too.
But yeah, they got a new line of them coming out.
Yes,
and what
they
all
do.
this? Let me explain this. Somebody said, "Well, why are they selling shoes so cheap?" They're starting a new design in July, so they're getting rid of all the old inventory. But they're going to have a new line of footwear, the boots and stuff that they make for the U.S. military. All that's going to be available. They're nice looking boots.
Gina says she bought 4 pair.
It's yeah,
I seen her there.
I ran into more people that I knew coming in and out of there. It was unreal. Shoot, you mentioned a sale, everybody's gonna come.
6 pair, and I've got $180 and 6 pair.
That'll last Odie till he's 70.
Well, they ain't all 4.
You know Odie, he's selling them out of the back of the truck.
With
I'm
trench coat.
gonna wait till July.
He'll
to
finance
sell.
them.
Pay by the week.
My oh my. It's already 10 minutes after the hour as we get your Friday underway. 70% chance of showers. We're expecting most of that in the afternoon. We are picking up showers to our west, especially Vicksburg-ish. Showers approaching there, but we'll have them this afternoon in our area in the afternoon. 1, 2 o'clock is our time frame. So if you got something to do outside, take care of it pretty quickly because this afternoon could be a wet one. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that's been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia of Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with the entire Friday crew as we welcome Greg, Julia to the team. Odie is here. Big word is Florida, where they drew the line and said,
I love it.
I do too.
Do not be blocking our highway.
I think every single county across the United States ought to have the same.
He basically said, you stand in front of us, we're going to bump you. I think that's the best way to word it. He said it a little bit more bluntly.
But they serious.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I honestly wonder if these people that's stirring up all this mess in California realize what they may be about to start.
Can of whooptail.
Exactly. Throughout the United States, people are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I saw an interview this week of a woman who was trying to get to work. And one of those protesters went up to her window and said, you need to just go through the median, go around. She goes, no, I'm not. That's against the law. Mm-hmm. She says, I'm a law-abiding citizen trying to go to work. And she's right. What's going to happen with all of this?
Yeah, I mean, that's... I take this. I guess some people don't take it quite as strong as I do, but they have invaded our country.
Oh, yeah.
This is a war.
What's his sheriff's name?
On dirt. There's been 3 or 4 of them.
Florida sheriff. It just says that's him. That's
Yeah.
And I can't think of his name, but boy,
Is that the same guy that does the
No.
the press conferences?
No, that's
It's a
Grady.
different one? Okay.
Grady something.
Grady Earl.
He came out as strong, if not stronger, than he is.
He's trying to get some likes.
Well, he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to kind of move up there with old Grady. But this is a war on our own soil.
It's happening.
And it's time to stop it.
If you fly another country's flag
you're here illegally, and you marching and throwing chunking rocks and explosives and stuff, I mean, come on. What do you think's going to happen?
That's right.
Well,
But I'm
obviously
like
in
Ernest T.
California,
Bass. Now
nothing.
nip it in the, but don't coddle these people. Don't, you shouldn't have done that. If you make an example out, it'll be over with.
Did y'all see where this went on to where the judge in California tried to block Trump from taking over the troops, and which is under the Constitution?
Yep.
And of course that's been blocked, and he's appealing it, but man, it's like they're not even U.S. citizens.
Well, you can walk back home, or we'll put you in a box and ship you back home.
I got news for you. When I got through, you could open the gate and they'd all go back home.
It'd be done.
You wouldn't have to buy nothing. You wouldn't even have to give them no going away gifts. When you got through, they would take off.
They tear the fence down,
southbound. That's exactly right.
They need to call RAR.
Yes.
That's right.
I don't know if y'all remember this as we go to headlines. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department made an arrest in a murder case yesterday. And I remember being on scene, and the information that was coming out about it, you did scratch your head. This was on York Road in Lauderdale as we got there. This was December 31st. If you'll remember, we had 2 incidents December 31st. 3 people were shot at a home late that night. Right before midnight. But earlier that day, there was a shooting. A single person was shot in a mobile home. We arrived on scene. We were standing there, and at that point in time, they were saying a gun was dropped and it went off and struck someone.
I remember that. I sure do.
And you were like, that doesn't make sense. But at the point in time, there were no charges. Little did we know that there was a full throttle investigation going on behind the scenes. And as we pull this up, here's our suspect, Jacarius Gaddis. Did I say that correct?
Yep.
Jacarius. On Tuesday, December 31st, at approximately 1:51 in the afternoon, deputies responded to a 911 call that a female had been shot at a residence in the 4000 block of York Road. Upon arrival, deputies located the female victim lying on the floor inside the home. Once the scene was secured, Metro arrived, attempted to save her life. However, she died from a single gunshot wound to the head. The victim was identified as a 24-year-old Alexis Deshawn House of Tumsuba. Following an extensive investigation interviews, they've come up with this and charged this young man here with the murder of this. And again, it was forensic files. They've gone through this left and right. And again, it never added up the story that I was told, but if you're not an investigator, what can you say? But it took 6 months, and they have found the truth, it appears.
Good job. Good job.
Again, as we always say, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. All this is alleged at this point. We'll see what happens after it goes to the grand jury and they decide and get that verdict. But a charge of murder has happened.
Bob, there's no new police chief yet. The new administration takes over on July 1st. Then he will name who he would like to see in that position, and it goes in front of the council for approval. Now, I think he names them right, and then they can serve temporarily in that until the council hears them, Julia.
You can do it two different ways. You can do interim for up to 90 days, and that's just within the authority of the mayor, or he can come out July 1st council meeting and go ahead and put them up and not even do them on a temporary basis. And so those are kind of the two options.
So that's coming, Bob, and we'll keep y'all. And then I forgot who it was asked about the shoes. Yes, you buy them at the manufacturer there on 22nd Avenue, the old Hardin's Bakery. I think it was Hardin's.
Hooper's Electronics.
And then now Sloop, or now known as Meridian Footwear.
We got a new sign coming, they said.
Yeah.
Now, overnight, we did have a female shot in Meridian. Oh, yeah, we're not making this up. This happened. This would happen just off of North Hill Street is where this would happen. This is on Hickory Hills Circle. Near the, where the swimming pool used to be on North Hill Street that's filled in? It'll be just on the left side of the road from there as we go here. Now, as this would unfold, she would drive, call 911 and say, my car has been struck with gunfire and I'm hurt. She arrived at the hospital, and a few minutes later, it was still for several 30, 40 minutes, they were unsure she'd actually been hit until she got inside. The windshield was busted, the car had been hit several times, and she had a mark on her forehead where it was what they are kind of calling a graze, is what they're calling it. You're still hit.
Too close for me.
Yes. That could have ended badly, but she's been treated with medical help. It's not life-threatening at this point, but can you imagine? She was driving. It wasn't like she was at someone's house. There's an argument. She's driving down the road, and her car was struck.
Man. Talking about somebody's not through with her and has plans for her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Overnight, that's what went on in the darkness. So, also during the darkness, we had a house fire. This would happen just off of State Boulevard. This would be in the 2600 block of State Boulevard. Fire department, Meridian Police Department arrived on scene. They quickly got that out. Mississippi Power came out as well, disconnected power to the home. No lives were lost, but still major damage to a home in that area there on State Boulevard. It was an active night. Emergency personnel didn't get to sit back and eat donuts at all. It was.
They don't really eat donuts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they will.
Yes, we do.
With bacon, preferably.
That's right.
And they can't use the fire pole anymore, can they?
No.
Only for birthday parties or something like that.
Huh?
That's been outlawed. Seriously. Insurance will no longer let firemen slide down the pole from a second floor.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Seriously? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we still have poles in the...
There's one at fire station number 1. I saw
Is
it the
there?
other day.
Okay.
2?
Yep. One on each end.
Yeah.
but you can't use it.
I bet they still do.
You think so? I mean, what's happening to America when a fireman can't come down a pole? I mean, really?
Somebody hurts their back.
It's quicker. You're on the first floor of the truck. Just as we've said before, insurance companies are starting to take over and dictate to companies what they can and cannot do.
Well, that's because they're having to pay all that because judges are ordering them to. And so they're saying, well, you either pay the big premium or you change what you're doing because we keep getting sued for this and you're not going to be able to afford your insurance.
Do we need new judges? Is that the answer?
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
Or quit spraying those poles with that Pam cooking spray.
You don't want to stick to it.
I can only imagine that through the years there's been quite some stories of tricks that were played in that.
Yeah.
How's everybody been this week? You been busy?
Yeah.
Rumor is you're taking another vacation.
I'm not taking another
We know
vacation.
this
I'm going out
job
of
stuff is kind of tough.
So
Been busy. What'd she say? One day she was getting her nails done. The next day we called to ask if she wanted to go to lunch, and she was, what was a hair appointment?
Hair done.
Unemployment doing real well.
Yesterday was a massage, I think.
No.
When we asked.
I went to the pool yesterday.
I went to the pool. My bad.
Oh yeah.
It's going. I mean,
This unemployment sits well with you.
I like it. No, I don't actually. I feel like I'll scratch up some work soon, but until then, I'm gonna have fun.
Well, I'm at all.
So-
Any of y'all talk to former Judge Gerald Wayne lately?
I've not heard from Your Honor.
There's a rumor that he sent word to us that he wanted to come in and do a video with us. To have it pre-recorded and let us hold it in case, when he goes to the by and
We don't
by.
have handicap parking, so where's he going to park?
But he wants to tell the truth of what went on in Meridian. He wants to give a documented statement for us, and put us in charge of controlling that information there.
And just hold on to it.
Yeah. Says it's a tell-all.
I think you should do it, Scotty Ray.
So is this kind of like what was that Hewitt? One of his books.
It's called the Sixth Floor Confessions, is what I'm hearing is going to be called. Chapter 1.
Oh.
Tales from Bimville.
You come to judge. Everybody knows that he is a judge.
I think you probably make some money not releasing
So
it.
if you would like to donate to our campaign of not releasing the information from the judge, feel free to contact Greg. He's in charge of this for us.
I wonder if he's going to
To
tell
the
a story
hospital.
about that fella who went out to check his mail in his underwear and locked himself out.
I went out and walked the dog
Went out to
and
walk
went
the
back
dog.
and kind of had locked himself out in the yard.
I wonder if he's going to tell the story.
Walks their dog, though, in the underwear. I mean, seriously, have y'all thought about that? Julie, have you ever felt the urge to do that?
No.
No, me either. I just thought I'd ask.
Well, Creasy goes out in our backyard, so I'll go out in a robe or something like that, but no.
It's kind of like Florence being locked out in the Mr. Bentley, so to speak, in the hallway. She doesn't want to talk about this, I can tell.
I mean, I feel like he didn't answer the question. You ever take out both Cephas?
My dog's smart enough to go
dressed
out,
as naked
and
man?
then when I hear the camera go off at the door, I let him back in.
No.
Mine opens the door.
That's right.
My, oh my. We'll be right back.
Smart dog loves that.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. They carry the Nixon tire with free roadside hazard service, along with high-tread used tires. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
Call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with the gang. 74 this morning as we wait for rain. 70% chance of the wet stuff. This was almost like a scene from the Blues Brothers, is the way I'll put it. I've been here to this location several times because of stolen cars. And, when a road ends, it ends. And if you're a thief, driving down the end of a dead-end road ain't exactly the best decision to do. As we go here, a stolen car was recovered last night. It ended up being 2 juveniles. Let me back this up and just show you the amount of police that was in this pursuit. And again, it's a dead-end road.
Is that all MPD?
MPD. As far as the eye can see, everybody was taking a portion of this. And then right back here, if you'll notice, there's the back of the car. I have been here 4-5 times of stolen cars hidden back there. That's one of the favorites that they do.
It's an abandoned house?
It's a church that's not used very much.
Okay.
I think, how churches...
Like once a month church? Yeah. Okay.
MLK is where MLK ends. And as you look at this, the police arrived. Nice lady that I spoke to that lives across the road there. I've met her several times. But you can see it hiding in the bushes there.
Yeah.
But it was 2 juveniles, and it was kind of like that Blues Brothers scene, there at the door when they turned around and everybody's...
Yeah.
That's the way it was. It ended. It was...
So they got both of them?
Yeah, taken into custody. No one hurt, no one harmed, but they were running from the law all across town.
Can't do that.
No, and it's a rash that we see of juveniles taking cars, y'all. It's more and more. That's who we see stealing the cars. A lot of our crime goes to that younger generation, over 30, not so much, but those under 30 to 14.
Really, 20 and under.
Yeah.
It seems like exponentially that there's a lot more crime. It's just hard to understand. Starts at home.
It does.
Well, what was that? It's like 70% of the families are fatherless families. They don't have a father in the home.
Of what families?
And you turn around and look, there's your correlation between the two. A dad in the home versus no dad in the home.
And it used to be that grandma and granddaddy took care of and gave
and they still are in a lot of cases. They're being raised by grandparents.
Yeah. That's the way it works. As we go to Clark County, some arrests have been going on there. They've been busy down there also. They took into custody a child endangerment case. Well, there you go. This was in Stonewall on Woodland Drive. Oof, a lot going on there. I think we got another arrest, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we'll go back to MPD. As we go here, MPD has made an arrest in a domestic violence shooting into a vehicle, weapon possessed by a felon for an incident that occurred on May the 13th, 1100 block of 14th Street.
I'm trying to remember where that was.
14th Street is up by the hospital.
Yeah, but I was trying to remember the incident. When it's a month later, you
have to really think. I had to think on the arrest in Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Because I remember being that night, and I was thinking, I don't remember. And then it hit me what went on.
Yeah.
There are many, many, many arrests than you have to think back on. We got another arrest from the Meridian Police Department. This was Ladarius Flower, felony fleeing aggravated assault on a police officer that occurred June 10th, 2500 block of 26th Street. That's over by y'all's office there, isn't it? No, that's 26th Avenue you're on.
Yep.
Yeah, so it is... a lot has been going on. A lot of people have been taken into custody lately. We'll see with the new administration how this comes about.
Has MPD been doing mugshots?
No, they do not do mugshots.
So that's only when they release the... was MPD, right?
Yes, but they got the picture from Clark County.
Okay.
They're sent to jail there.
When they go to Clark County, they make their
They get a fingerprint and a picture
They're not
taken.
releasing photos in their...
And they need to.
And, I'm not saying one way or the other. I just thought that they're not putting them in their arrest reports right now. Okay.
But Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department does do that. And
they got the barber's cape. They got to use it.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But it does give you recognizable people when you glance at this, go, this guy's done this before. It shows repeat offenders, and it makes you familiar with when you're out and about of to watch who you hang around with.
And if you've came in contact with them, it might, hey, that's who broke in my, you know what I'm saying? Or I seen them, yeah.
So I think it would be a good move for the new administration to go that route. My opinion, we'll talk to the chief when that comes about, when he takes over.
Or she. I'm just trying to leap it. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we it just hadn't been formally put on paper.
So what position are you going to take with the Meridian?
Are you going to be in the police department? We're just asking.
I'm going to be the police chief. You found out here first.
Well, we had one Friday that didn't work out so well. We're trying to see if the next female will do better.
Qualified than
what we got now.
No, anyways, I'm just, you know.
Now, they'd get you for abuse of power.
Yeah.
I'd pull you over every
police
time.
brutality is what it'd be.
Did you see that flashing blue light on the tip of that broom?
I'd pull you over every single time you got to
police brutality. Let me see your license. And she'd hit me with that stick.
My first question, I've been compiling my list of questions for the new chief when they take office.
Y'all want to know what this notebook?
That's volume 1. There's 12 volumes.
Guess what my first question is? Do you plan on going to Lowe's to buy a lock for the jail cell so they don't go out the back door anymore? That's my first question. Anybody else want to echo that? Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
I hope that you give everybody a little bit of time before y'all start giving them a hard time.
I mean, that
you can't come in and change something overnight.
I mean, they did go to Lowe's and they got the concrete block to put by the door, but the criminals just don't want to stay in there with that block in the door.
Maybe cut a wooden wedge or I don't know.
Gosh, y'all.
It's the truth there. Hey, and then also with this new administration, we're going to try not to have as many shots fired within the police station. So far this year, I think there's been 3 shootings within the police department.
In the police department?
Accidental discharge of firearms,
yes, sir.
I think is what they call it.
And it has 1, a 2, and a 3. And it was...
Shots fired within the police department.
Yes. There's a table in the back that one might go find many a bullet hole in.
This calendar year? Or?
This calendar, since January.
And we've been halfway
Have you
through?
reported all of those?
Well, when they won't give you a statement on it, you can't exactly... I know it happened because I know people that...
Allegedly.
I know people that have walked out of the police department going...
Just gonna pay a ticket.
And these are officers.
Yeah.
That discharge their firearms. I'm thinking this new guy ought to institute some training. I'm just, back there how to take a bullet out of a gun. How all that works there. So
in your pocket.
Yes, in the pocket until you've been here a few months. And you get one.
You get one.
You get one like Barney. But there's going to be some changes that come about. And that'll be a second question I'll throw in there. Mm-hmm. Just, and safety of walking across the police department parking lot. Is it safe to park there now?
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to step like this to make it inside.
I don't know.
Step like that again.
I would encourage you that, there's not a manual that they could pull off the shelf on day one and it tells them everything they need to do.
Well, I asked for the policies and procedures and it was not given to me. They told me they'd get back with me. And then I got that bill, what was it, $160 that they charged me for talking to their attorney? Mm-hmm.
That was true.
Yeah, that was wrong, y'all.
And I think he's bitter. Do you think he's bitter? I detect a bitterness here.
What are you going to do when you don't have a police chief to fight with?
I'll probably work with them to make Meridian better. That's my plan.
Okay.
That's honestly what I'm thinking there.
Well, I'm excited
in the
about
past, we've had it to where laws were kind of made up as they went along. You can't stand there. Yes, I can. It's a public road.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Yeah. Did you say like that?
Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I
Do you take an extra camera so that you can record?
Yeah, I won't get out. I mean, I told him yesterday, I'm behind this tent. I'm not getting out.
Spread your legs, sir. Put your hands behind your back.
That's right.
Click, click.
Well, I need you to turn the camera on.
Somebody's got to tell what happened.
The bad part about all this is, in the past when I had somebody that didn't want to cooperate with me, I'd just go park my truck in front of their office for about an hour, and they'd get in trouble, get called in for associating with me, and all that fun's going to be over now.
I feel something makes me just know that you're going to find something else to do.
But we are looking forward to someone new taking over, some folks with training. If you don't have training, you get it. And that's what we're hoping there to make. We want it to where the criminal goes, I ain't doing that. That's what we're after here. All jokes aside, that's what we want, a safe environment for our folks that live here.
And my hat's off to some of these officers that have stuck with this, that have stayed their course. They, regardless of who was in charge, regardless of who was their immediate supervisor or the chief or mayor or whatever, but they kept their head down and they went forward. And again, we're not saying we got some really good officers in Meridian. We do. We got some that really stuck it out when a lot of them quit. A lot of them left, said to heck with it, just throwed their hat in. Some good trained officers left law enforcement. But we've had some that's really stuck it out, and I hope they get their reward.
Yes, and they deserve that. I did have many a person tell me that during the first few weeks of 4 years ago when Jimmy took over, there was a meeting that said, if you talk to the media, you're gone, point blank. And that made people a little skittish of me, that didn't want to get within 5 blocks.
Yeah.
And I understand that, and I hold that against no one.
Yeah.
That you had to do what you do to feed your family, and that's what that was about. But that's all I got to say about that as far as that. Hubba, hubba, hubba. All right, we're going to be right back as Julia gathers herself. She's coming back for more. We're going to find out where she's going to be vacationing next. What is next in the world of a girl that doesn't have a job? I saw your husband, and he looked distressed the other night.
Well, he's working 40 hours a day trying to support her. I mean, really.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He'll be just fine.
He's scared, though.
Yeah.
Of what?
The word SALE, because you'll go show up somewhere with his credit card again.
No, I'm not a big shopper.
How many shoes you gonna get?
Celebrating our 7-year anniversary, Al's Garden and Gift is excited to bring you the beautiful colors of spring to your home. So many bedding and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, roses, and other plants that will bring on the colors of spring. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Spruce up lawn and flower beds with fresh sod, mulch soils, and pine straw. Then brighten your day with unique gifts in the shop. Spring is here at Al's Garden and Gift. Bloom with happiness.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a Z71 2500 HD? Or maybe you're looking for the Ford F-150 with lots of leg room in it. Plenty of SUVs like the Explorer for the family. Or if you're looking for a gas saver to go back and forth to work, come by and see the mini cars like this Nissan.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We've got Julia in the office, that girl, and also Greg Jones is back here.
Yeah.
Someone asked, do we have a public information officer for Meridian Police Department? We did. They just wouldn't talk to me after countless calls. Hey, how you doing? I even went down and sat in the park. I need to hush, don't I? Yeah. Hey, let's play What Happened in History Yesterday.
Tell them why we're playing What Happened in History yesterday.
Well, we made a boo-boo yesterday and done what happened. Yeah, you wasn't here to straighten me out.
Yeah, you got a mouse in your pocket.
Yeah.
We had a boo-boo.
I don't have control over any button over here.
So yesterday you
Was
did today's day in history.
We made a boo-boo.
And today we're going to do yesterday. So this is for...
And we'll do tomorrow's
June
Monday,
the 12th.
and we'll do Sunday's Tuesday.
No, we could do. All right, let me just take a vote.
When do we do the toads?
Do we want to do what happens tomorrow since we won't be here, or do we want to do what happened yesterday?
We don't want to do
I
any
say
of
we
them.
just skip right on through and go to the next
I
topic.
love history.
It's fun. What do you want to do, Greg?
Let's do tomorrow.
We don't know when it happened.
All right, let's do what happened
It doesn't
tomorrow.
matter.
Greg can't keep up with anything new.
That's right.
Tomorrow
Facts
is
be
the
darned.
14th, isn't it?
That's
is
right.
correct.
Yes, right
All
between the
day.
13th and the 15th.
So why did you do it for tomorrow if you're
because
not...
you had already looked at all the answers for yesterday.
Yeah. It was just I looked at the wrong date. It was early. I was scrambling.
A lot of times he's out here when the date changes.
Yeah. It was 1777. What happened, girl?
They adopted the Stars and Stripes.
That's it. Tomorrow is Flag Day.
And where that eagle flies, as Aaron Tippin said.
That says 1777. I don't know. You said 76.
Well, I mean, you are a witch. You've been flying around for years.
This is true. Born in 1694. I was young then.
So yeah, tomorrow Flag Day, and that celebrates the 250th birthday of the United States Army.
Do y'all remember Benedict Arnold? History. 1801. There he was. He died at the age of 60. Benedict
Named
Arnold.
them eggs after him.
I know. That's all I can think of is Eggs Benedict.
Yeah, that's how it came about. We have a misspelled word. It's going to be okay.
No.
What?
I can't believe it.
You mumbled something over there.
That's all I said. I said I
But
cannot
Burr
believe it.
Lives, our little guy that brought us about
Frosty the Snowman.
He's born?
Yes, he was born. Not every day does that happen.
That brings back so many childhood memories.
I bet it does.
watching
Do you
that.
watch it every year?
I still do.
Yeah.
I think I've got a copy of it.
And and you look at the animation of it, it's pretty bad, but
it's really bad.
I made my niece watch it. She wasn't.
she wasn't impressed.
Really bad.
But for the time,
That's all we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that Rudolph or Charlie Brown.
Here's the question of the day: who doesn't do windows?
Florence from the Jeffersons.
There we go.
Oh yeah, Jack. That's Julia, not Jack.
Did you know that? Did
She
you?
didn't watch the Jeffersons.
You didn't watch
Yeah.
Jeffersons?
No.
Moving on up.
I do. Like I know some references like that, but no, I didn't watch
Tom and Helen and
Mr. Bentley.
Mr. Bentley. What was the guy that always had his hand out wanting the tip?
Ralph, the doorman.
Yeah, Ralph.
Then you had Charlie at the bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy. Tomorrow we got a big parade in Washington, D.C.
I heard.
It's because of this guy as he floats across there trying to weed out the swamp.
It's not his birthday party. It's on his birthday, but this is to celebrate the birth or the birthday of our United States Army. That's the big showcase. It's not. He's not doing all this military just for his birthday.
Y'all telling the truth. He's doing it just because it's his
I like
birthday.
that drunk feller said it's George Burlington's wash day.
So Trump was born on Flag Day?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Well, that's only fitting.
It is.
I mean,
It is, but I forget who it was that painted that portrait, but I like that.
Yep.
That's sharp there.
oh, look, it's like characters from. There's what's her name from the governor of Arkansas now?
That's
the
it.
press secretary. There she is. Oh, I forgot.
That was that turncoat guy that he didn't like so much.
What's her name? The Arkansas governor. That was his
Sarah
president.
Huckabee.
Yeah, Sarah Huckabee.
Sarah Huckabee.
I couldn't think
But interesting photo. I think someone gave him a copy of that.
Mm.
Maybe we'll get one day to go in here.
You can get a print of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That kind of looked
Scotty
like
Ray.
Barry White on the front of that boat when we were out
It
there in
was.
Arches.
Yeah.
Looking for the breach dam.
Yeah.
That kind of reminded me of old Barry. He was the only thing with light on that boat.
Yeah.
Shining the light.
Greg wouldn't ride with us.
I wouldn't. Somebody had to tell what happened.
You ever seen that character in a TV show that you go, I just can't identify with them? He was. I called him Prissy. I don't know. He took a lot of cold showers. his name was Carmen. You remember him, Carmine? Remember him from Laverne and Shirley?
Oh, yeah.
And he done a bunch of tap dancing or something.
Didn't he do some guest appearances on Happy Days?
Yes, he sure did.
Okay.
As Fonzie was jumping sharks, he was doing a ballerina dance. Best I remember.
I'll take y'all's word for it.
Keeps bumping into me.
She keeps elbowing me.
Well, she's always trying to take up more in her space, isn't
I
it?
know.
I have to fight for my life with this big old thing next to me.
Since she's gotten unemployed, she just kind of flops around.
Kind of does her
sit
own
around
thing.
and eat all day.
1963. We've forgotten that this lady had a hair color other than gray, because we saw her so many years in the news of gray hair. But she would get married today, and if I am not mistaken, she stayed married to this guy for a long, long time. Betty White got married to Alan London. Weren't they married for like 30, 40 years?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
But Betty White was, y'all got to admit, she was just funny.
She was funny.
What's that look for, Greg? You wasn't a Betty White fan?
Yeah, she's all right.
I loved Betty.
I liked old Betty. She
all right.
She had a, oh boy, this is, now I want to warn everybody.
Oh, no, he likes this one. This is what he's been waiting for.
This will scare you early.
Oh no, this is better than Daisy Duke.
This is scary, is what this is. He did have that one hit that we all heard once down at the other place in Meridian playing come out of speakers in the parking lot. But he'll scare you. There ain't no lie about it. Boy George.
Oh, I swear, you said Odie went to that convention last year when he was off for a week. That Boy George convention.
He really didn't have another hit, did he? That was it, wasn't it?
No,
Camellia.
He had a bunch of them. I don't remember
He did?
what they're called, but he had a lot of songs.
I didn't know all that.
I bet you had all of his records.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the poster.
Yeah.
If I were to say Running Bear.
Loves a little white dove.
With a little, there we go. Sonny James. Number one. That was a great song. On the banks of the river stood Running Bear. Love Indian Maid. And I forget the rest. But it was a good song.
That's right.
You should
I
try
believe you.
That's because we're cultured.
Put that on my needs to listen to list.
You really should.
I got a long one.
Because it started out with,
yeah.
Sure did.
Oh, no.
I'm not lying. It did. It was a great song.
I don't think you can anymore, but
1974, as we talk about our other cultural experiences, we go to Sledge, Mississippi.
Sledge, Mississippi is going to be,
you know this.
Oh, man.
Should have the state song.
Should.
Yes, Charlie Pride.
And it would be, you walk up and down, because it's a Mississippi cotton picking Delta town.
Yes.
I know that one.
Charlie, and all of that was written from true life experiences of eating an ice cream cone when a car goes by.
That dust on it.
Yeah. You still got to eat it. You can't let that deter you
You ain't
there.
getting another one for 2 more weeks, so you better eat that one.
I truly think that they should let us hold this at the temple. Just do a little remake version of this.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be hilarious, especially with us four being a judge on this.
All right. What is it?
It premiered in 1976 on television, and we would all get a tom-tom. What do you? Well, I guess it's what do you call that thing?
A hammer.
The Gong Show premiered.
Show, absolutely.
It would be fun because so many people think they've got talent. We could straighten it right out.
Yeah, and I think that'd be great for the Temple Theater.
It would be. It would be
People come
hilarious.
from out of town.
Oh, I would love to go to Nashville and go through country music with a gong right now.
Let us on Music Row.
That's right.
It would be a hit, Julia.
I believe you.
You just have that down.
It's just the people that, who's going to sign up for this?
Well, people that think that they're good. And then we let them know, yes or no, Mama's wrong.
So you want to be like,
you couldn't carry a tune in a bucket.
Some of it is funny. I can remember watching that where one of them would think they were good, and they'd get to fighting and arguing over the gong and trying to stop them from gonging them out. It's hilarious.
I guess I've never seen it, but
it's good. It's good. It's
he
good.
wants to be summoned. Powell.
She played
terrible
tambourine with a silver jingle,
and she must have known the words to at least a million tunes. The Oak Ridge Boys, the All Come Back Saloon. She'd sing her song to cowboys as her halo circled around her raven hair.
Can you grow a beard like that?
Not on purpose. And that just looks like there's something living in there. I'm sorry.
It does. It does not look clean.
You just keep expecting a squirrel or something.
That's why it's party
like
there.
Christmas vacation. Just come out.
Yeah, that does not look good. There ain't no way that there ain't a piece of chicken down in there somewhere.
A piece of chicken.
Oh, you could save stuff for later. Put a sack of Oreos or something in there.
I don't know if you never watched the remake of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Nah, I didn't. I don't think so.
They had Miss Jane. They brought the whole cast back.
Willie Nelson's on it.
No, Willie didn't make that one. But one of the funny scenes was when they're all flying in from the hills on the airplane and they get to stomping their feet and the airplane's going up and down with all the hillbillies on it. It's hilarious. Anyway, at that time during the early 90s, Zsa Zsa Gabor got into a little trouble with the police, and they used her in the movie, in the remake there, when they arrested the Clampetts and threw them up against the wall. Zsa Zsa was standing next to him because she'd slapped a police officer. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
She was arrested.
No.
Y'all don't remember?
No, I remember it.
She was in Beverly Hills, and they pulled her over for speeding, and she just reached out and whop.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, her name, Zsa Zsa.
It's like that meme going around, a little video where that cop's got this girl pulled over, and she goes, "You're giving me a ticket? Do you know who my daddy is?" And he said, "Why, your mama didn't tell you?"
That's awful.
Oh man!
The guy that brought us out, and I was in high school, and I don't know why there's certain songs you remember.
That hard?
Yeah, I was trying to think if I was
So we're
9
in
or
the
10 when he
20s?
come out, but I was in high school, probably 9th grade, somewhere along in there.
The first time or second?
That's second time. But you know when you hear
senior year.
But there's just certain songs that you remember.
Yes.
That where you were the first time you heard it. And I will never forget the first time I heard Hello. Yeah, this is me. Lord, it's been a long, long time.
Well.
Today, Ricky Van would have a number one with their build a statue of a fool.
And he just disappeared.
He did.
When he got his money and went home.
He joined the Country Music Witness Protection Program. He ain't bothering you no more.
No.
I want you to grow a mullet like that.
Let's pull Ricky Van's. Ricky Van.
It's gonna take a long time.
He was a great singer, but he did lack some social skills of kissing Heine. And he didn't have that talent. He was just, if he thought it, he goes, "No, I agree with you. No,
I understand.
ain't doing it."
There's certain people like that.
Yeah, there are. I know.
You believe that? Opinionated. I don't understand people
Me
like that.
either.
They don't just go
along.
with the flow.
You know,
I don't
I may have
understand it.
liked Men in Tights a little bit better than this one. Did you watch that?
Greg's like, all right, I'm out. Men in tights.
Mel Gibson, after this, made this big movie called Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
No.
So Mel Brooks thought, well, I got to make fun of it. So he made a movie, and he made fun of everything that Kevin Costner done in it. It was hilarious. But the original movie came out today with our very own Morgan Freeman in it there. It 1991. You remember he had the guy that was his assistant that was blind? Do y'all remember that?
No.
So when Mel Brooks made it, they repoed his castle, and he's still sitting on the toilet in there, and he's blind. Didn't know they stole the castle. Y'all.
I don't remember that.
Come on!
I'm sorry. We do this every week.
As I hate to say it, I can picture it.
This old boy was born. He's against guns, but 02 it came out there. Born Identity. Those were a good
How
movie.
many of those did they make?
4?
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
And then they made the mistake of replacing him with somebody you'd never heard of, and it didn't do well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I remember this. Beer from My Horses. It went number 1 today back in 03.
I liked that. It was a good song.
I take it, Greg, you didn't like it. Y'all see how quiet he got?
He wants to gong them.
That ain't my
It's Willie and
cup of tea.
Toby.
Well, it don't matter. You know, they had a falling out, too.
Did they over drugs?
Really? About what?
Sure. About money, and Willie thought he was kind of fake.
Huh.
Thought Toby was?
Yep. It was more of a put on for the show than sincerity.
How do you know this?
Because I read it on the TikTok.
Oh, well, it must be true.
It had 5 people Willie Nelson don't like, and that was one of them.
Oh, that's right. They did. I remember hearing part of that somewhere. The 5 people that Willie didn't like. Had that deep voice.
I wonder what Willie has to say about that.
He's high. He doesn't.
He don't.
Willie. We all remember this woman because we were scared of her. Not as much as we were scared as Mrs. Olson, but we were still scared of this woman as we'd go to Walton's Mountain.
Oh, yeah. Corbeth.
Corbeth. Has anybody ever known anybody named Corbeth in real life? I have not.
I've known somebody that's got a child named Cora, but I can't place who it is.
Was it Beth? Corbeth?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, it's a southern sounding name, but I have never met her.
Yeah.
I
like it.
Any rumors of what you almost got named other than Julie? Was there some other picks?
I'm named after grandparents, and so the alternate switch around
So
in
what's
the
your
middle.
middle name? Come on, tell us. Is it Ethel or?
You would never guess it in a million years.
Weta.
Weta. Mm-mm.
So you got to give us what letters it start with.
My middle name is Montiel. It's my grandmother.
You got that right. I'd have never guessed that in a million.
Well, I mean, they had that show back in the 90s, the Montel show.
No, yeah, but mine's a Hardy, Montiel.
Montiel, same name though.
But
I know there's no way we'd ever got
you
that
would have
one.
never gotten it.
And that was your grandmother's name?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's an honor to be named after your grandparent, but never have I heard that name.
Mm-hmm. I've never met anybody except for my grandmother and my daughter with it. So
you
it's my
passed that
daughter's
on?
middle name. Mm-hmm.
She's just giving it all out there.
Yeah.
So will your daughter pass that on?
I don't know. I mean, she's got a little while, but
okay. Well, I'm just
at some
asking
point,
there.
That'll be up to her if she wants to.
All right, we'll be right back.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
Hi, this is Nick at Doc's Toyota, and we are excited to put you in a new Toyota today. We have no dealer markup, no hidden fees, no hassle, and our inventory is always priced to move. Our top-notch sales department and first-class service after the sale guarantees you a fast and comfortable buying experience like you've never had. So come see why month after month, more and more customers have chose to buy from Doc's Toyota. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Who was it?
How rude.
Does it have a blue light on it?
We had a picture of a possibility of a broom sighting of Julia's sitting in against the wall there.
I need another ride.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy of
Mine's
that so
got
you
some
can have
miles on it. Who sent that to you?
I can't tell. As always, everything is under the radar. We don't say names.
Don't divulge
Okay.
information.
Yeah.
Your sources. Got people.
Photographers is what we call them.
I thought you called them reporters.
Well, it depends on the day of the week.
Okay.
We go back to Neshoba County where there is no bond. If y'all remember, we broke the story the other night. Sheriff Eric Clark deputies, and we had a whole bunch of folks from Choctaw PD, MHP, and also Philadelphia PD involved in a little chase there. It would end on County Road 147, and he has been arrested there. Here he is, right there. Here's the pick-em-up truck that was borrowed without permission as we get deeper into this. Ooh. And kind of wrecked out there. No bond there. Felony pursuit.
Can't do that.
There's one of the charges there. Failure to appear, and we'll watch this case as it comes about. There's a lot of law enforcement involved in that car chase that happened there. No one was hurt, no one was injured, and about 6 miles of it was through a residential area, and so law enforcement was going real slow, trying to stay up but not hurt anyone as they followed through this. It was a tricky one there.
Stephanie, that is going to be the same Montiel. She said Decatur Shirt Factory, there was a Montiel. My grandfather ran that. So
really?
Yeah, so that's going to be the same one. There's not two.
Now, Odie threw me off just then, and you said your daddy's name was what?
Ural. E-U-R-A-L. Ural.
I did that.
And I had an aunt named Vondale and an aunt named Ivanale.
Wow, names have changed.
They really have.
Some of the old names there. Tragedy strikes as we go to I-20 yesterday afternoon, as we go to Lost Gap. A life was lost yesterday afternoon at mile marker 129 as a single vehicle accident claimed the life of a man from Newton. We'll be getting the name later today to release. Lost control, and the pickup rolled several times, ejecting the person from the vehicle.
Was it during bad weather or?
No, I spoke to someone who saw it. He ran off the edge of the road, and the truck just slid, and he was never able to recover it.
That's so scary. That's scary.
Yeah. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The coroner was called in, pronounced that, and a heartfelt. Traffic was humongous yesterday afternoon with this, as deputies blocked the road there to get it down to one lane to where we could keep the interstate open to get some of the travel out of there. But as we look here, this is a secondary. This is you're getting back to the split. Right around these bushes right here is where a truck was coming on and eased off the edge of the road, and it got stuck. And so not only did we have the wreck up above, we had a truck that was stuck, causing even more chaos.
Like they maybe were going a little too fast and had to veer off. Yeah.
And the ground, the road was wet.
Yeah.
So that could have played a little bit of part in some of that behind it.
And I thought I would show this. This was from the bridge. Let me turn around here. I know I show. As we get here, this was the scene from the bridge, just how much traffic was backed up from that. So hopefully we'll have a weekend of no incidents like this. We hate to even have to tell those stories when they do happen.
Yeah.
Up by the red light in North Hills, as we get to Highway 39, we had a boo-boo there yesterday afternoon, as we see the Meridian Fire Department on scene, and we had somehow or another the new Tundra. It was like a scuff compared to what happened to this truck.
Dang.
It was just the way it tapped it in the back just right.
That's the older kind of body style that Dodge. You would have thought it would have held up a little bit better.
But it just tapped the back of that. See that little crinkle there?
And did all that damage on that side?
Yeah. And then it... it's weird how some incidents, how they happen and what crinkles and what doesn't.
You hit right there just perfect on the end of that frame. And
I was looking for a place to pull over to type up something, and I come up and nobody moved, and then I got to looking, and there's a guy standing in the middle of the road. I thought, what you standing in the road for?
Did I hit you?
And the vehicle was broke down for a little bit there, and then apparently it cranked up about 15 minutes later. And that was scary there. This is at Windmill Drive and Highway 39, because you kind of top that hill.
Yeah.
And he was standing in it. That's why I stayed there, and I called dispatch to let them know to get a police officer out there. And then the vehicle cranked up about 15 minutes later, and they were able to get it out of the roadway.
Wow.
Let's see here. Train derailment, Shabuta, Mississippi. Y'all look at this.
You didn't wish that there, did you, Greg?
No.
Okay.
No.
But it was in Clark County is how this came about. And that takes a little time to pick up.
Yeah. The average person don't have nothing to work with that.
Nuh-uh. I don't know what a train car weighs, but woof.
Depends on what's in it.
In Jackson and to be there in an hour.
Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. I'm telling you right now, we had one that derailed. I ain't never seen folks. I promise you, within an hour and a half, I seen equipment that I didn't even know was in this country.
Yeah.
Just picks it right up.
Yes,
and
sir.
it wasn't but one. I bet they had 24. They took over a parking lot, and it's like, how did all these people get here with that equipment that quick?
As we go to look at the sky, we had a lot of pictures coming out yesterday. Look at this.
Oh, wow, that looks cool.
Isn't that pretty? Just kind of there. We got some more pictures here as we look up some of this weather that came about yesterday afternoon. This is
stratus or cumulus?
I got 2 pictures of this and a video of this. This is Highway 16 West near the casino. Y'all look at this. This looks like a monster coming to get you.
Is that stratus or cumulus?
Look
what
at
do you
that.
think, Greg?
Yeah.
All cloud.
That's one of them.
That is, although scary, absolutely beautiful at the same time.
Yep, it is really pretty.
As we look at it, here's a tree that come down. This was over at Otibby yesterday afternoon.
That make any noise?
I don't know. Were you there? Was anybody there?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
How do you know?
But
you hurt my neck. I'm having to go sideways to look at your pictures.
Well, yeah, that
we
one
can't
was
get a monitor in front of us.
No,
we
I
have to
know.
sit here,
They get 2
look like we're
monitors, and
looking
we
out
gotta
like we're looking out the window
We
or
gotta just
something.
stand up, sit like this. 'cause we can't have a
we're going to have
monitor
another
like y'all
class
have.
of how to take a picture. Don't do it sideways. But we got a little video of this. This was, you don't have to turn your head sideways on this one, but this was that shelf cloud. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy looking.
It looks like it's one of them UFO movies you're fixing to drive into.
Yeah,
something like that.
it's pretty though.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous there. We wanted to bring this up. The Children's Museum went on yesterday. We'll show some pictures of that. And then also out at MCC, they had College for Kids. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department was there.
What kind of party are y'all having? Are y'all having to give them
a bunny?
A DUI test?
Look at that bunny.
Isn't that just cute?
He can't even stay on the line. What y'all having to punch? That's what I want to know.
Too many Capri Suns. Oh my goodness.
That was a little goat there, wasn't
animals.
it? That's cute. That was going on yesterday at MCC. If you saw all the horses and stuff, College for Kids, that's a good cause there. The touch, y'all say it
You
for
can
me.
do it. You can do it. Touch a truck.
A truck.
There you go. As we go here to the museum, the Children's Museum, they got to come out and see cars and sit in police cars yesterday afternoon.
That's fancy. Is that the new Lauderdale County?
Yeah, that's a hit when you go places. People want to see it. He was tickled to be there. Mm-hmm. He walked up to me, and I'm not sure he's 8'3". I'd guess someone. He goes, "Scotty Ray, can I have your picture?"
Scotty Ray.
It was cute the way he put that. Kids were everywhere yesterday afternoon. Big thank you to everybody. DP was on the scene there, but it was a lot of people that attended that, and we want to say thank y'all for coming out.
And what was that again?
Touch a truck.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that.
Children's Museum. He did it.
I had to think on that one.
They have a Tesla there.
They had a Tesla.
This guy was out and about. Clayton Cobbler was sitting back watching this.
I know him.
Squealers.
I saw him this week.
Scott McQuaig performed last night. I hope you had a chance to go out and see that. That was at Squealers every Thursday. They've got entertainment that happens there. Let me see some other things that went on this week. This was an incident that we had over the weekend. It's at your church, right there at the red light. It boo-booed up the front of the car there pretty bad there. One of the incidents that happened. There were several things this was at Jimmy Rogers Parkway. Notable mention here of a wreck there. See it in the bushes upside down with his paws up in the air? There she is. That's a closer view there.
That'll buff out.
It'll be all right. We'll know more about it when we get it back on the wheels.
Let's see what else we had happen this week. This was one of those where a bicycle got bumped. We were live on scene for this one there. No major injuries, but as you can see, that bicycle did not turn out so well.
Knocked a wheel plumb off of it.
It did. So that was one of the incidents that we had throughout the area over the weekend also. What you thinking there, Greg?
Stay out the road on a bicycle. I'm sorry.
You will do that.
And there's got to be somebody new on 145, and they instead of riding against traffic, I don't know bicycle laws because I ain't riding
Bicycle
a bicycle.
goes with the traffic. It's a vehicle.
Well, he's riding. Dude, can't nobody see you.
Yeah, you get hurt. Wanted to bring up from over the weekend. We didn't get a chance to bring this up, but Newton PD, this would be the city of Newton. You've been there before. They got him behind a car from Texas. running 125 miles an hour.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
He was boogieing.
That's fast even for me.
Challenger, you might say, and then the Newton PD got involved, and they called
Why
it
is it always a Challenger?
because they scat so quick.
They're cheap.
They'll go. And as they neared Lauderdale County, they made a phone call and said, hey, could y'all help us out? And that's when they sprung in that. And I take it it's part of everybody's dream to get to do the tire thing. And out come the, what do you call the thing?
The spike strips.
They spiked it. Newton County might have lost, Newton PD may have lost 4 tires during this exercise.
It's like they didn't pull it back quick enough.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
did we get the right guy?
We did. Here he is.
Ooh. Now, where's he from? You said he's from Texas?
Texas.
Okay.
Well, the car was, anyway.
Texas resident. And I can't pronounce his name there, so we'll just.
He ain't from here.
Vajah. Oh, I'm not.
Vihad to handy.
Yes, I almost tried to say
Bless
it.
you.
He's spending a little time with Jody Pennington right now.
Okay.
He's having to eat butter beans and a few other
I'm sure
things.
he's showing him some Southern hospitality.
Yeah. Now, I was out also coming into, this was last Friday, as a matter of fact. And I ran, it's funny how you just bump into people you know. And we were here at this one. But this is, I showed the little boy earlier in the week. He was in the minivan. And he was going to play a ball game, and his parents were involved in a wreck. He still got to play, but that was a ferocious one there. No injuries, believe it or not, with that.
Well, good.
So that was the good news on that. What else did we have? I'm trying to recap everything that we may have missed. This was that secret operation. I don't know if we showed this. Did we show this?
I can't remember if we did or not.
This was a takedown where the sheriff's department had been working on this. And what you see here, no, that's not me.
They've been doing this in a multi-county, multi-state ring where they were...
Identity theft. They were breaking in a home and got stuck. They pulled up in a truck to rob a house and then got stuck.
But then, like, one thing led to another, and they've been going and getting cars with other people's identity, and then changing VINs and all kinds of stuff.
They got arrested, and they gave an ID, and it looked like them.
Yeah.
And then they bonded out, and then come to find out, they figured out, hey, this is fake.
Right.
And they bought 2 cars from Bo.
Oh, from Bo?
Yeah, and boy, we were hiding over there in the bushes when it was all going down, taking pictures next to Bo, and it was a lot of people looking at cars, and they pull up, and it was like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Right here in Meridian, Mississippi. No one was hurt, and it was quick.
Yeah. And I think they'd been arrested and bonded out in another jurisdiction under the wrong name.
Oh.
And Lauderdale County is the one that made the full connection of who they really were. And so I think they've got charges everywhere.
And you say they were also swapping VIN numbers?
Yeah, I think they were doing something with like they were buying the vehicles under false identity and then maybe changing VINs or something like that and selling them. I don't know what
criminals work hard to come up with ways.
Man, I mean, if you're that smart, you could really
probably be running a dealership somewhere, but no.
But no, we do it this way.
Well, you go find the same car that's wrecked, take the VIN number off of it, and put it on the car you just stole. I mean, get away with it for a little while anyway.
We need to bring up, this is a big honor. Aunt B won this award one time. As we go here, as we congratulate Susan Snowden. She took first place in the Pickle Fest in Jackson at the Ag Museum.
I did not know there was a Pickle Fest. I love pickles.
Pickles are good. You remember Aunt B making them? Everybody had
kerosene cucumbers is what they called them. They'd pull over vehicles at random and give them a quart of pickles that was passing through.
But congratulations. That's a big deal for me and Greg were out Saturday night trying to find something to eat, and we stumbled upon somebody having a birthday party. 21 years old there. Happy birthday to Nick Vint.
At the casino?
We went by there. We were trying to find a place to eat.
I didn't go in.
Looked like y'all stopped.
That's where you stayed in the car.
I didn't go in.
That's
big
funny.
Waffle House visit there.
Yeah, that looked like Waffle House.
It really was in the end. And I have to, as we get into politics, there's going to be a lot of people that want to be governor. We got our first name in the hat that is official as we look here. Andy Gibson is throwing his hat in there.
I thought there was already one that was official.
Who?
Delbert.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That publicly that he's
So we
running.
got two names now, Delbert and then also Andy. Now, there's a rumor of 3 to 4 more that should be coming out very soon. They'll have to make the announcement to stay in this. Is Shad White going to do it? There's a rumor that Shad may do it.
Isn't Andy the one who asked you how many cows you own?
It didn't look like him.
That asked you what?
We were at the governor's
mansion there for a party, and
this
he's
guy
wearing his cowboy hat.
And Andy asked you how many
Come
cows?
up and says, "Hey, boy, how many cows you own?"
Dad, I ain't got no cows. I ain't got time to be feeding no cows.
Just the hat.
Yeah.
Just the hat.
And also, if you want to pick up a gospel album, he's got a new gospel album coming, Songs of Faith there.
I think he's done. Tyler was saying that he's done that before.
Can he sing? Because I've never heard him sing before. I have not listened.
You know, I don't think that I've ever listened.
Heard it either?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Sometimes that could hurt your election if you're not real good at singing. I'm just saying, a jingle will get you elected. I hadn't heard it, so I can't judge the man. So
I don't know.
I just thought y'all might want to know that was going on.
I would assume he's pretty good if he's put an album
If he's got an album,
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind
I
of
feel like somebody at some point
I
would have
don't
told
know.
me.
Look at the crap they play on the radio nowadays.
Well, you're right.
You know.
But I'm not going to make an album.
I know-
I'm not
I know
even going to
better.
make a single. So, yeah. All right, John said he can sing.
Okay.
He can? Okay, well, we hadn't heard it.
He's got a
You
big,
know,
strong voice. I could see that.
The sheriff, or the retired sheriff,
Todd
Clark County, now he can sing.
Yes, sir, he can.
Yes,
Did not know that.
Bob
Yes,
Todd
sir.
can
Todd
sing it
Kemp
now.
can sing.
Singing
Show can.
The singing, we had the singing surgeon.
Well,
Y'all remember him?
I need to ask Barry White if he can sing. I mean, with a name like Barry White,
He should be able to
He should
sing.
be able to.
Yeah. Harold probably backs him up.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! We'll be right back. More to come with the Scotty Ray Report. Garrett Outfitters on 8th Street is getting you ready for summertime. A large selection of cool hobo shirts. Maybe it's short sleeves. Maybe you need a pair of shorts. If you're going to be cutting grass or maybe riding a tractor this summer, you're going to need a straw hat to keep cool. And as you head to that favorite fishing hole, don't forget you'll need a pocket knife along with a great rod and reel. And if you earn your living in the woods, don't forget to check out their big selection of snake boots, Carhartt pants, and shirts for any occasion. It's Garrett Outfitters, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Hi, this is Nick at Doc's Toyota, and we are excited to put you in a new Toyota today. We have no dealer markup, no hidden fees, no hassle, and our inventory is always priced to move. Our top-notch sales department and first-class service after the sale guarantees you a fast and comfortable buying experience like you've never had. So come see why month after month, more and more customers have chose to buy from Doc's Toyota. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie and, of course, the Friday gang of Julia and Greg here to get us through this. It's Fun Friday, as we call it there. What do y'all think of this? I don't know if there's much to tell on this unless it was all together. RFK. They've released 1,500 pages of never-seen-before documents dealing with RFK's murder. Mm-hmm. You know, are y'all up to date on all this?
No, I haven't been keeping up with it.
No.
But
they've got notes from the guy who did it.
you got the Cliff Notes for us?
No, I have not.
Tell us
got
anything
that
about
deep
what's going to
into it.
happen?
Don't know yet.
Just released.
It's just been released there, and people are starting to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that we really got anything new out of JFK's file.
They didn't release
They're not
anything that they didn't want you to see.
Well, who's the senator from Louisiana?
Well, what did he do?
Ain't that a Kennedy?
There is a.
I don't know.
There is a Kennedy. John Kennedy. That's his name, isn't it?
I think
I
so.
don't know if he's any kin
From
to him.
Louisiana?
He claims to be Louisiana, don't he?
Yeah, I believe it is.
That dude's good now. Have you ever listened to him talk
No, I
very
have not.
much? He
I know who you're talking about.
puts the rubber where it meets the road now.
calls it what it really is.
Yes, sir.
John knows. John Kennedy, that's the name there.
Yeah, he's really funny. He says some really funny stuff. I mean, he's like Greg, where you're like, you can't say that, but he's a senator, and he does.
Well, what's saying there is no relation.
No relation to him.
He's pretty wild.
And Kim Culpepper, I think there's a lot of people that agree with her that those letters CIA may have something to do with some of those deaths that may have occurred years ago. Not the bunch you make mad there by any.
Yeah, I'll send you some John Kennedy clips. I'm surprised you're not familiar with him.
I'm not. I must have just totally missed him.
Yeah.
With everything going on. All right, Odie, we got any birthdays this morning?
We got some birthdays. We got Marie Pace, got a birthday tomorrow, along with President Donald J. Trump. Turned 79 tomorrow. Philip Barrett's got a birthday today with all the way down from the trailer hood down in L.A., where I'll be headed down this weekend. Miss Brenda Lowe has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Miss Brenda. Cindy Tears got a birthday. Hallie Massey Barrett's got a birthday. Charlene Gentry turned 57 years old Sunday. My old sister. My old sister.
Oh.
She's turning 57. And then Brian and Ashley Gaddy, her son and daughter-in-law, have their 12th anniversary Saturday. They got so tired of celebrating Charlene's birthday, they got married on her birthday. They didn't have to no more.
Good plan. Matter of fact, I saw your sister yesterday in a onesie. She was wearing a onesie.
At the shoe store?
At the shoe store. Because I looked at it and I thought,
isn't she precious? I mean, you know,
very precious.
There's no way they come from the same loins. But I mean, she's just as sweet as she
looks
can be.
just like me.
But I was trying to figure out how Rex got her in it and how he was going to get her out of it. I just saw it.
No picture, didn't happen.
She is a sweetheart.
Euless and Becky Dice celebrate 57 years together. Paula Norris got a birthday, and Lennon Evans will be 9 years old tomorrow. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to everybody out there.
Now that you say that, there is a picture that exists of this onesie. I'm trying to get to it. I don't know if I can get to it in time, but there was a onesie
I
that was.
Have said that.
Oh, you took a picture of her?
Yeah. Let me get. I had some kids that was with us.
The onesie can be a broad interpretation.
Well, it was a onesie because it had no buttons. And had a zipper on the back. That makes.
Oh my God.
That makes a.
They have the buttons around the
fashion advice from Scotty Ray.
Oh,
there we go. That's a onesie, y'all.
That's a big flower.
I hope she beats y'all.
I had nothing to do with that.
I'll help her.
I had nothing to do with that.
You have the picture. You put it up.
But it's a onesie. Now, not to be confused with the feeties on it.
It's called a romper.
That's a romper?
Yes.
Okay, but I did see a onesie with the footies in it, like a bunny outfit, the other day walking down the street in Meridian, y'all.
At Walmart?
Okay.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was. I thought, how'd you fit in there?
That's a required.
Because it was very fitted. That I was
fitted onesie
Y'all just need to see what I see.
Aren't we over time
Stay tuned for the next episode of Fashion by Scotty Ray.
I see a lot at red lights, y'all. Should I start taking fashion moments?
Yeah. Fashion advice.
I think that's a great idea.
See, look at that.
I think that
one vote there.
I think you should start taking pictures and of the fashion you find around town.
Yeah, there's some great ones out. I'm here to tell you there.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's robes.
This might be the thing that cancels me.
Yeah.
We want to say thank y'all for joining us this morning. It's been a hoot there. And as always, as we get ready to depart, Odie, have you got a departing message for us?
And let's go over here and see. The Lord's going to take us to Colossians 1, verse 13. For he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves. Whew, that's one thing I can say is he will reach down in the pits of hell and pull you out. All you've got to do is ask him to come into your life and forgive you of your sins, and he will do it. And it's awesome to have him on your side. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your time. And remember Flag Day tomorrow. President's birthday and United States Army's birthday
Also,
tomorrow.
Bree Reynolds celebrating a birthday from
Bree
Philadelphia
Reynolds,
there.
20 years young today.
And you can be forgiven for bad judgment on clothing. It happens.
Well, we need to have a contest between Dollar General and Walmart. Where are the better dressed?
Walmartians are going to beat anybody
Where are
with
the
the
better
attire.
dressed? But you know,
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Now I've seen some pretty
I
rough
say now,
dressed
if you
folks.
say
Dollar
better
General.
dressed, as in really where does the better dress go? It's going to be Dollar General. Nobody
Because that's
can
like
beat
in
the
and out. Like the Walmart
Yeah.
people are committed to.
Now-
Walmartians are there.
I don't know if y'all. I can't show the cover picture, but there is a site called Crazy People of
Yes.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
Walmartians.
But don't you agree? I can't show that one.
No.
I don't
you
think
don't
we
need
can't
Is
go
it a
that
pair
one.
of nude leggings? Because those are the ones that
Yeah,
get
but
me.
they were up to here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm scrolling for something that we could show here.
Oh
There ain't
gosh.
nothing.
Well, what do y'all call that?
Onions.
Oh gosh.
That's in
Right,
Walmart.
next. That's the one you
horrible.
picked.
No, well, that's the first thing
He
that I
could have
could.
used the other one. He could have shown it for that one.
Here's a guy here. He's
That's
fashion.
Greg.
Did he wet himself?
Let's see what else we got up in here. That all photos of Walmart. This is kind of some funny stuff there.
If you say so.
If
I would have to walk out.
It's not.
But
Oh,
after
you have to
dark, it
join it
gets
to get any
worse.
more.
I think that after dark it gets worse. I feel like it's pretty bad in all hours of the day.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
Alcohol and bad decisions leads to really bad
Great.
pictures at Walmart.
Here's a bad decision.
She just had to run. She's getting life jackets. For the record, she's not just wearing it. There was life jackets.
There was.
Okay. Safety first.
Oh,
Let me go back. I don't know what you call this outfit. People are. That's a chicken outfit,
Now look,
like
I
Burt
have been
Reynolds.
into Walmart as a clown. I had to stop in and grab some balloons one day.
I used to be Smokey the Bear at Walmart. Oh, yeah, I did. We'd have to walk around, little kids.
But
just
there's your
looking.
job.
That's right.
The
Well, I mean, I didn't just randomly.
Is that the village?
Hey, ain't nothing happening. I think I'll put on this bear suit.
I don't
That's
know
funny.
what that is.
But it's funny if you want to check that out. It's Crazy People of Walmart on Facebook. You can see what they have to offer. It's a bunch of that.
Well, they
Again,
in there every day. Just go by.
again, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you taking part of letting us into your homes and businesses. And again, Julia, we hope you get a smile today. You hadn't been yourself today.
I'm sorry. I've had a busy. It's hard.
You got nothing to do.
I do
and
have
all
stuff to
day
do.
to do it because you're unemployed. Never mind.
Anyways,
Have a wonderful weekend.
I might be back.
God bless. We'll see y'all next week.